Scene 98.
我和你在一起的时光总是过得特别快，来不及去想别的，只有最疯狂的爱。忘了一切世界都被我们关到房门外，喜欢你的每个姿态，希望醒来有你在。卸下防备，我们在彼此面前不用去装。你提起我的兴趣，有你会的独家秘方。卫生间的镜子前和卧室里的浴缸，在你我能够想象到的随便什么地方。像鸟儿扇动翅膀在那云层里飞着，拉开窗你发现外面天都黑了。别去问我最喜欢你对我怎么做，你听我说，只要是你。脑袋一片空白，好像引爆的炸弹。这个时刻，我只想永远把你霸占。你知道吗？这世界上最动听的情话，是你趴在我的耳边对我说着不要。爱是海水和礁石在相互碰撞，是4月份的玫瑰对夏日盛放，是占有欲刺激后心的动荡。爱是一张床，像对2个梦的重量。爱是海水和礁石在相互碰撞，是4月份的玫瑰对夏日盛放，是占有欲刺激后心的动荡。爱是一张床，像对2个梦的重量。
Scene 98.
我不害怕任何的威胁，只要我有你在。你在我心中地位根本没人能取代。如果失去了你，我估计会直接就疯癫。你占据我的一切，包括时间和空间。只有这个世界，最后我才发现你。我身边所有朋友全部叫我冷静，可是在你面前没法藏住我的本性。我说的我特别的爱你，这点我很肯定。别说你自己差了，我可不这么觉得。你能够配得上我们是最好的结合，陪我的一切，质疑的声音你也碎，一起爬上巅峰，就像碧昂斯和 Jay-Z。我要的你都会，不用喝酒，每当和你独处就会醉。有你在我身边就好，其他无所谓。这个世界是个游戏，我只想和你 play。爱是海水和礁石在相互碰撞，是4月份的玫瑰对夏日盛放，是占有欲刺激后心的动荡。爱是一张床，像对2个梦的重量。爱是海水和礁石在相互碰撞，是4月份的玫瑰对夏日盛放，是占有欲刺激后心的动荡。爱是一张床，像对2个梦的重量。
Good morning, everybody. I hope this video finds you well. Today I want to talk a little bit, some end notes on my do-it-yourself DIY teleporter. This is not bullshit. This is actually how to build a unit. It's not the same as what you see on Star Trek, where you can teleport people from one location to another. While that is possible, not with the device that I'm providing here at the website. Instead, the DIY teleportal is more like a Stargate. It's a fixed location with a big mechanism that you enter, and it takes you to another place. And you don't need to have a teleporter on the other end. But if you do, unless you do, you won't be able to go back. You'll be stuck to wherever you go. This system, this entire system, is based upon reality. Once you understand that every world line is a frozen moment of time, then you recognize that each world line has its own set of coordinates. It does. So when I talk about MWI and the Everett theory, which is actually the Everett reality, and you go from one world line to another world line to another world line, each one has a coordinate system. And if you know what the coordinate systems are, then you can dial in whatever coordinate and go there. You don't need the vector of time. You just dial it in, and poof, you're there. This entire system is modeled after the one that I used when I was at an AOCS in flight school at the United States Navy at NASC, Pensacola, Florida. And the functional units work very well. And this is what you would call more or less a DIY home built. You're never going to make your own homemade Ferrari, but you can make yourself a go-kart, and this is sort of the go-kart version of a teleportation Stargate. And it works, and it's true, and I can give you the theory behind it. I'm just going to give you the overview behind all of this. Okay. Excuse me. The first thing is that you have to get the coordinates. That's the first and perhaps the biggest issue is the coordinates. Now, the first thing that you do, and what I go through, is you get a coordination of the gravity readings of the specific location where you will teleport from. You get these by using a FluxGate sensors. The more sensors you have, the more accurate your readings. You want very accurate readings if you want to be able to pinpoint where you are in time, in space, in physical location. This teleportation unit enables you not only to travel to any point in time, but it also enables you to travel to any geologic or physical location on any planet, including the dead reaches of outer space. So yeah, it's got great capability. Alterations to the systems that I have provided enables you to use it to change what your physical body looks like. Minor cosmetic changes to absolutely strain. You could turn yourself into an alligator if you wanted to. So it's very versatile. But the system that I have put out on the website is a system that is simply designed to go from point A to point B. And the coordinations describe not only the particulars at that moment in time, but by changing the time vector, you can do time travel. By changing the physical vectors, you do worldwide travel. The more you alter things, the crazier things get. I do not advise doing it haphazardly, and so in the website, I have a system laid out on how you can set out experimental measurements and determine how these things fit together. That is information I do not have at my fingertips. It's has to be calibrated for each and every Stargate or transporter unit that you create. So you're measuring this entire Stargate. Then you measure it empty, and then you measure it with a person inside of it. You'll have two gravitational readings. One with a person, one without a person. What you want to do then is you want to subtract the gravitational readings of that person from the unit, and then alter that reading for time travel or dimensional travel. It's that simple. Like I said, you travel the MWI. It's world line to world line to world line to world line. And then once you teleport, you continue your world line travel. You continue your lifeline travel on the various world lines, to be more accurate. And I show on the website how you do it, and there's different techniques for subtracting of that. It's very important, but it's easy. Using the algorithms, it's easy to, you can see how easy it is to subtract the your personal gravity readings from that of the machine. And I go into discussion about the machine itself. Basically what you're doing is you are flooding yourself in an enormous magnetic field. You need a magnetic field generator to do this. When the magnetic field, when you enter the magnetic field, you are momentarily erased. You are rendered null. And then whatever you reprogram the field to the shape of the field, that's where you end up. So it's really cool. Basically, the magnetic field erases you, and then you change the sensors to create the field that you want to go to, and you put those in as coordinates, destination coordinates, and you walk in, and then there you are. That's your reality. The changing of the destination coordinates is not changing the sensors. The sensors are what's there. You're actually changing the behavior of the magnetic field while under those sensors. And that's a little subtler. That's a little subtle. But you can do it. And that's how dimensional travel works. That's how a Stargate works. It's a real deal thing. Been there, done that. Really exists. Not a realm of science fiction. And to perfect it, you need a lot of experimentation. It's not that forgiving, meaning that one small misstep could be catastrophic results. As we've all watched Star Trek and seen teleporter accidents, we can well imagine what would happen if you do something wrong. So yeah, guys, you gotta be careful on this thing. So in summary, you measure the coordinates minus yourself as you depart. Then while you're under the field, you place the coordinates of where you want to go to. That is done through subtle changes in the magnetic field, because the magnetic field is a function of the geometric or the coordinates of departure. So the coordinates of arrival will have slightly different behaviors in that magnetic field. You tweak that magnetic field to represent those final coordinates, and boom, you are sent there. Instantaneous like that. It doesn't matter what you're carrying or what you're bringing with you. You can, as long as you are able to omit and subtract the gravitational mass from your calculations and then add it back afterwards, you're good to go. If you were to measure the huge amount of coordinate data, because it's a massive printout, you can see that you will be able to alter all kinds of aspects of not just where you're at and through time, but also alter who you are and what you are. Things you like, songs you like, who you're attracted to, all kinds of things like that. Powerful abilities, powerful skills, and also very dangerous. Who knows, you might enter and come out as evil Spock. For those of you who know the Star Trek, the original series reference there, where they go into a teleporter and they leave the teleporter and there's Mr. Spock isn't there. Instead, there's evil Spock. So, while I present everything here to show you how it works, that's for posterity. It's a lot of effort to make. You really gotta have the money, the finances, the resources, and the determination to make this, because the field itself the magnetic field itself that generates this is a large mechanism is the size of a 2-story garage. It's pretty damn big. And it has to be adjustable to a high degree, finitely adjustable. Absolutely doable with current technology, but a lot of effort. Personally, I think it might be better if you're just enjoy life and go fishing or have an ice cream cone with a nice gal or a nice guy, enjoy life that way rather than devoting all time to changing your life in such a radical way. I don't really advocate changing your life using this mechanism. It's too dangerous. You don't know what you'll end up with or where you'll end up with. You have to be very careful on how you do that. The best way, if you wanted to make a teleporter that would transport you to, say, Mars, you have to put a teleporter here on the Earth and then put a teleporter on Mars. Take all the gravitational readings at that teleporter and then the one here on the Earth at the same time, exactly to atomic clocks, and then you can program and you can travel back and forth, just like something out of The Simpsons. If you're not careful, you're going to go through the Farnsworth paradox. That's a comic Futurama episode where there's this box. You go in the box and you're in another world line. Really strange world lines. You gotta be really, really careful. This idea that you can change everything so dramatically is well known in science fiction circles. I mean, The Number of the Beast by Robert Heinlein discusses that, and then in subsequent stories that he wrote, he goes off on tangents all about this. But really, and this is used. I can tell you that our benefactors use this technology for localized travel, but do not for long distance travel. The reason why I say that is because this is a very special bubble of space within our galaxy. And while you can call it a fenced-in protectorate or a prison planet or a prison complex, it's a protective bubble with different rules of Mother Nature than outside of the bubble. So they use physical craft or their own non-physical means to go back and forth in and out, but we can't. This teleporter works within the physical bubble. I do not think it'll work outside of it without alterations. For those of you who are curious. And I hope that this was a general overview. Go ahead and read it. You'll find the equations and everything sound. Theory behind it is solid. And you're talking to me, and I've used it, not the one I constructed. This is based upon a unit that I have used. And I strongly recommend that if you've got some time, give it a spin and check it out. And at that, guys, you know the drill. I just want you all to do well. That's what I want. No secrets here. You've heard me go on and on and on about my thoughts on this matter, but really it doesn't really matter to you viscerally or personally. What matters is how you handle your life on your terms. Throughout our lives, we're being told by others what to do and how to do it, and what we're doing wrong. And I'm here to tell you that you are doing things right. You are the one who defines your life because only you have all the information at your fingertips. Only you have experienced your pains, your strifes, your trials, your experiences. And you are because of your experiences. And don't let other people, corporations, governments take that away from you. Use who you are to make your life better. You are very special. You are very unique. And I see people, they visit the website, they read the videos, and still you guys have doubts. Don't doubt. I'm here, right here, to tell you that you can define your life on your terms. And it's time right now that you need to start doing it. Tell others of things you don't want to deal with because you don't want to, because you have your own reasons. You define your life. You eat the foods you want, live where you want to live, and behave in the way that you feel comfortable with, because it's your life, it's not anybody else's life. And sure, there's complexities in life, and marriages, and corporations, and governments, and everything that seem to make everything not so cut and dry. But I'm here to tell you, it is cut and dry. The only thing that matters, is whether you are happy. I just wrote an article, showed this woman, she cleans up in Japan after people commit suicides, and she makes these little dioramas of what the house looked like. These These are lonely people, sad people, and they died alone and they weren't discovered for 8 months later. Don't be a forgotten soul that kills yourself in darkness. Go out. Be part of the community. Talk with other people. Participate in life. Make a difference in the world around you. And don't be sucked into other people's issues. Just be helpful. Stand back. Be kind, but stand back. Embrace that which you love, whether they're children, dogs, cats, squirrels, or rodents. Whatever makes your boat float, by all means, go for it. I believe in you, and I want you to do well. Never forget who you are. Be good. Strive. Be the Rufus. Be the best you can possibly be. Because you want to know something? I believe in you.